we can leave God. We no longer need diving deep into the storm, bringing low. So we can leave that way. We no longer need. Diving deep into the storm, bringing low, so we can leave that we no longer need.
Aloha. Good evening. This is Andrew Aloha live out of Flagstaff, Arizona, with Spiritual Moments Production on BlogTalkRadio and Free Conference Call and YouTube, establishing and maintaining right relationships with human values. Aloha and welcome to tonight's Golden Age Psychic Show. I want to thank you. It's been a little while since we've done this show, and I apologize to all of you that showed up last month. And I just got caught up in too many things going on, so I just said, screw it, let's just take the night off and let everybody just enjoy the night off. So anyhow, tonight we're doing the annual psychic prediction show. So I'm for the first half of the show, and you guys can either be patient or be patient. Either way, one or the other works. Sure, why not? So anyhow, if you guys are patient enough, then after I do the predictions for the first part, then we'll come back and we're gonna do some readings. And I don't know how long the predictions are gonna be, but I figure I got some really interesting predictions that are gonna be coming down the pipe. And I've been doing a number of readings lately, the last few weeks, last few months, and there seems to be patterns that keep showing up. And so here we go. Those patterns, I believe, are going to be true for a lot of other people too. So I want to go ahead reveal those patterns to you guys and let you know some of the stuff that's going on. And even though you may not, well, I don't want to say that either, but anyhow, it doesn't matter what part of the world you're at, and it doesn't matter who you are or how old you are, how young you are. I believe a lot of these patterns are going to apply to a lot of people, and maybe not to everyone. They all usually they don't, but typically they do to a lot of people. So so it's like that. So in the meantime, what I do want to do before we get started, and I want to give a big aloha to all of our underwriters that help make this show happen from week to week, month to month, year to year. And just to let you guys know, if you feel abrasive, well, I don't know if that's the word, but if you feel intimidated, I'm going to be putting this on YouTube within the next few days. And so if you feel like maybe you don't want to be on that, then you maybe might want to refrain from coming on and maybe do a private reading with me instead. And I'll give you a discount on that private reading if you want for an hour. For an hour, I charge $125, but I'll give you a $50 discount if you want to do something more private, or $75 if you want something like that. Anyhow, I want to give a big aloha to all of our underwriters, beginning with the 90-Day Ascension Journey at www.90dayascensionjourney.com. When you sign up for the 90-Day Ascension Journey, you will be facilitated with defining and redefining your soul true life purpose. You will be assisted with finding out what Ascension means to you. On this journey, you will be provided with tools, techniques, and assistance to empower you to connect and reconnect with yourself, your emotions and feelings, and your mind, body, and spirit. Through a universal soul center process, you will be going through a lifelong transformation that will allow you to move forward with your endeavors and never look back if you dare. Now, first of all, I've written the book version of this, so people can just go read it. Right now, I'm offering it on Kindle for 99 cents. So if you go to 90-Day Ascension Journey on Amazon or Google with that, and you can find it on Kindle, you can get it for 99 cents. And I've done the journeys with a number of people, and the transformations that have taken place have been like out of this world for some of those people. Some of them, like literally overnight, have moved, have gotten new girlfriends or boyfriends, or they've got new jobs or whatever. But it's like that. So the transformations, assumably, have been something that has happened, transpired for them, that will help them along their path in a much better way than where they were at. So anyhow, we also have a Novate at www.spiritualimageproductions.novate.com. And for those of you that are watching this on the video, here's a bottle. I just ordered some of this stuff, colostrum, and it's supposed to be like the purest colostrum that you can find out there. There's a lot of other companies that sell this stuff, and apparently assumably that this is the purest stuff you can get, which means that it'll be much more healing for you, much more better for you or whatever. But anyhow, you can check it out and see what you think. You can go to my website, spiritualimageproductions.com, and there's a link there. There's a gift there, or a JPEG there that you can click on, and that'll take you to you can check it out. But anyhow, with over 25,000 scientific papers published on colostrum, a 90-day guarantee, and winner of the Healthy Living People's Choice Award twice over, Novate focuses on helping people with weight loss, anti-aging, heart disease, diabetes, depression, high blood pressure, asthma, allergies, rheumatoid arthritis, inflammation, gout, lupus, fibromyalgia, Crohn's disease, cancer, ulcers, the poliovirus, chronic infections, digestive disorders, Alzheimer's disease, autoimmune disease, thymus gland, mental clarity, maintenance and protection of the immune system, synthesis and repair of the RNA and DNA in the body, and much, much more. So, and for me personally, I've been on this stuff for about, a year and a half or so, and I've been diagnosed with diabetes, and I found that it's helped with the neuropathy on my feet, also with the toe fungus. I've had toe fungus for a while, and it seems to be getting better. So hopefully, maybe within the next year, it'll go away completely, and I'll be much better shape. But anyhow, we also have Maha Dakini Lore at www.mahadakini.com. Maha Dakini Lore's life has been a personal journey exploring sexuality and spirituality for over 20 years. She's a certified tantric counselor and tantric healer and a certified mind sound teacher. Maha Dakini Lore is also a graduate of Margot Non's year-long Sky Dancer contract facilitator training program, as well as a current member of the American Association of Sex Educators, Counselors, and Therapists Club, as well as a charter member of the Association of Sexual Energy Professionals. She regularly attends trainings and conferences to keep current with the latest research and information on sexual education. And for those of you that are interested and want to do a session with her, she's gonna be in New York for the next week and a half or so, and so you can contact her, get a hold of her, and see if you want to set up a session with her. And in the meantime, on Sunday night, we're bringing her on for the Intimacy, Tantra, and Relationship Sexually Fulfilled show. So we're going to be talking about different things about let me think. Oh yeah, Valentine's Day. Now I remember. So anyhow, we're going to be talking about different things about that you can do for Valentine's Day, whether you're single or a couple or whatever, or polyamorous, I don't know, whatever. So there are a variety of things that you can do for Valentine's Day, and we're going to give you some ideas about what to do or how to do it or whatever. So anyhow, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And again, if you guys are really interested in the reading, I'm going to be coming back to y'all. Come on back now, y'all here. But anyhow, I'm going to be coming back to y'all, and we're gonna do some readings tonight. But first of all, tonight is the annual prediction show. Usually I have 2 or 3 or 4 people on with me to do these predictions, but I just moved in December, and it was just so hectic. Everything was just so random. So I just said, screw it. I'm going to do this by myself and just leave it at that. So first of all, right now we are in Capricorn. Wait. What's today's date? Can one of you guys tell me what today's date is? Area code 347, area code 630, area code 540, area code 925. Oh no, just kidding. Okay, thanks. Yeah. We're going to come back and talk to y'all. But let me see. Today is January 19th, isn't it? I thought it was 19th. Yeah, anyhow, I believe, yeah, it's the 19th. So with that in mind, the sun is still in Capricorn. The sun is still moving mountains, still moving all kinds of energy with politics, and speaking of politics, I think that's where I want to start at. This guy by the name of Larry Nasser. Anyhow, that dude's up the creek without a paddle. I feel for him, but at some point you got to take up responsibility for all your actions. Sooner or later you do, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. And my first prediction is that I have a feeling I don't think that guy's gonna be around for very too much longer. I give him a year tops, and either he's gonna commit suicide or somebody's gonna take him out or something. But I have a strong feeling that guy is not gonna be around for very long. He really messed up a lot of people. So anyhow, let me see. April. Let's go to April. First of all, for those of you now that I don't know if you remember this, but I said December of last year was going to be a huge year. Something was going to happen. I wasn't sure exactly what, but it had to do with sexual healing. It had to do with Saturn going into Capricorn, which means that a lot of people with Capricorn are going to be going. They're already starting to go through a big shift. They probably moved or something major. They broke up with a partner or something within the last few weeks, literally. And so, this energy, Saturn in Capricorn, is going to be moving forward for about 3 years now. This is a 3-year lesson plan. Next year, I believe February. I'll even check it right now just to make sure. Next February, it's gonna be the middle of that energy. So people are going to be really be pushed around that time period. So let me see. Saturn, wait. Oh, what happened? I lost it. Oh yeah, here it is. No, that's Saturn, Jupiter and Sagittarius. So anyhow, well here I'll just look it up. Why not? That'll be easy enough to do. Yeah, February. Why? Yeah, February. So anyhow, February next year, it's going to get really intense for a lot of people with this energy, especially people that have Capricorn in their chart. And so, what I would recommend doing during that time frame, I would take January or February off. just take a few days off, a weekend, a whole week if you can. Do some kind of retreat, just chill and just relax. So that way you can take it all in, adjust, and then move forward and move on with the rest of the lesson plan. And then, but February of next year is going to be like the midterm exam. And so anyhow, I would strongly recommend that you take a chill pill. And then after that, I think let me see, 3 from 2020. Excuse me. I'll even check it, double check to make sure. 2020. Yeah. Let me see. Just to make sure. 2000. Yeah. Well, maybe it's gonna be a little bit longer than that, but anyhow, 2020 is when it's gonna wane down considerably. And then December, and you can mark my words. You can write this down if you want. December 18th, 2020, it's going to go into Aquarius, and then that's going to be a whole shift for a lot of other people, especially artists, people that that work with groups, people that work with cooking, culinary stuff, anything that has to do with Aquarius stuff. So anyhow, those people are going to be going through a shift, and then they're going to go through that lesson plan. Now, one of the things that I really want to put out there is it's huge. I think it's going to be huge. People have no clue, no idea. March of 2023, in fact, the whole year of 2023 is going to be huge. Pluto is going to go into Aquarius, I believe. Let me make sure. I'm almost 100%. I'm going to look this up right now. Oh, no, and Saturn is going to go into Pisces on top of that. So there's going to be a lot of activity in March of 2023. That's going to be a huge year for a lot of people, and a huge month for a lot of people. So people, I'm telling you right now, whatever, and people are going to be moving left and right in 2022. I can guarantee you 100% right now, people are going to be moving left and right because of this whole energy. It's going to be throwing people off and saying, and then Pluto's going to say, hey, it's time for you to move. You've been here long enough. Move. And and they're going to go, ooh, and all of a sudden they're going to end up moving, and they're not even going to know what hit them, and they will. They'll be forced to move if they don't move on their own validity. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. So anyhow, 2023, and now, people, I'm telling you this now. March 2023 is going to be the marking of the beginning of the age of Aquarius. Literally, actually, the age of Aquarius is not going to be formally completely intact until 2025, but it's going to be pretty doggone close to it in March of 2023. I mean, very, very close. And beyond March of 2023, this planet is going to be so much different. There's going to be so many changes. They're going to be miraculous. They're going to be huge. They're going to be amazing. They're going to be miracles all over the place, and they're going to be happening like no tomorrow. It's going to be huge. And so, anyhow, the whole scene here on planet Earth is going to change to a much better way of life. Lots of magic going on. Like real magic, I don't know if you've ever seen Star Trek, where they go into this chamber, and these kids are sitting there, they're playing instruments just with their minds. It's going to be just like that. I kid you not. People, they're going to be kids who are playing instruments with their minds, and they're just going to play like this amazing angelic music, and it's going to heal people like no tomorrow. It's going to be like that. So they're already working on that now with sound helping to heal people. It's already happening, but it's going to happen by the boatloads in March 2023 and beyond. It's going to be like no tomorrow. It's going to be huge. It's going to be bewildering. So anyhow, let me see. The next transition that's getting ready to happen is in May. Actually, I take it back, April. But I want to talk about Uranus first. Uranus is the planet of freedom and rebellion. The more it becomes free, the less it rebels. In May of this year, May 16th, let me make sure, I'm checking that right now. May 16th of this year, Uranus is going to go into Taurus. Now, I attribute Uranus, the planet Uranus, to be responsible for the 7-year itch. If you guys have never heard about the 7-year itch, it happens every 7 years. Either Uranus goes into one sign or another, and usually one partner. This applies to relationships. It applies to one partner or the other. Either one partner or the other, or both have that sign in their chart, and then they start arguing. They argue and argue for 7 years. They argue, and literally overnight, I kid you not, plus Uranus will go into the next sign, and just like that, like a snap of a finger, they'll all of a sudden they'll stop arguing. The very next day, I kid you not, and all of a sudden everything shifts. Now, Uranus has been in Aries for several years, almost about 6.5 years now or so. And the middle of that energy, if I remember right, was May 2014. Now, back then, I predicted that if we went into World War III, it would have been July. I think I predicted July 2014. Well, I was off. I was off with my numbers somehow or another, and it was actually May of 2014, which was when the middle of the energy was with Uranus in Aries. And Aries is a very aggressive, very dominating, superior sign. It's mostly a lot of supervisors and managers and stuff usually have Aries in their chart. So anyhow, and that's what the guy from the leader from Russia came out. Putnam said that he was declaring World War III. He was declaring it, and nothing happened. And then I said, and if it doesn't happen, then March, I believe it was March 2015, which was because Aries went retrograde, what you call retrograde. It stopped moving, which means like it looks like it's going backwards, and it's like it's going reverse, but it just stopped moving, and then it went back into the same energy, climax energy, if you want to call it that, back in March of 2015. And again, that Putnam did the same exact thing. He declared World War III. So that didn't never happen. And so with that in mind, I don't think we're going to go into World War III ever. Not anytime soon. Not in this lifetime. Anyhow, that's what I think. People make threats, but they're just talking shit. That's all. That's about as good as it gets. No offense, nothing personal, but that's as good as it gets. So anyhow, that's what I believe. So anyhow, Uranus was in Aries for almost 6.5 years. It's going to go into Taurus, and Taurus is a really stubborn energy, very grounded energy. Earth. It's really connected to Earth. So there's going to be a lot of shifting around with Earth, with father figures, with anything, gardening, with anything that has to do with grounding and Earth and being stubborn. So there's going to be a lot of shifting around. Now, if you happen to have Taurus in your chart, and a lot of people do more likely, just whatever you do, just try not to argue, okay? If somebody starts to argue with you, just say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to argue about this. And you want to make that stand. You want to make it like, hey, I'm taking my power back. You want to come in and suck my energies, but I'm not going to let you. So I'm not going to argue with you, and I'm moving on. And so you walk away, and that's it. If there's any advice you can take from me that will be helpful, that's a really good one. Believe you me, I've seen those quite a bit. So now April. Let's go back to April. Yeah, there it is. Neptune. Neptune has been in Pisces for a very long time. So a lot of people that are in the paranormal fields, a lot of people that are, and possibly psychology, a lot of people that are in institutions, especially hospitals and stuff like that, have been really getting a lot of a boost from Neptune for several years now. I believe August 2010, and I'm going to check that right now just to make sure. But August 2010, Neptune, Neptune went into Pisces, August 2010, and it's been there for several years, and it's going to be there for several more years. The middle of that energy is April of this coming year, of this year, starting April 3rd, literally April 3rd through Oh my God, Jesus, really? Through May 8th, April 3rd through May 8th, Neptune is going to be Pisces in the middle of its in the middle of its climax, literally. And I think there's going to be a lot of stuff with paranormal stuff that's going to be popping up. And this year, in fact, this whole year and next year are going to be huge years for paranormal events, paranormal activities, paranormal things. I mean, and we're not talking about just UFOs and aliens and ghosts. We're talking about healings, angels. I mean, anything that applies to paranormal. I mean, that's what we're talking about. And again, things that are confined, addictions, things that have to do with hospitals, things that have to do with probably psychologists and therapists and stuff like that are going to be involved in all this stuff. So whatever's going to happen this year, it's going to be a huge paranormal event, literally one long major paranormal event from here on out to the end of this year and next year too. So and I don't know what all is going to happen, but it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen. So and with that in mind, I just started doing field investigations for MUFON, and already I'm running into some interesting stuff. There was some guy seen a blinking light out in Sedona, and we checked the guy that I'm working with, David Loomis out of Shola. In fact, they're having a big event tomorrow out there, a MUFON event with Travis Walton. I don't know if you know him. He was the guy that they talked about in that movie. Anyhow, they're going to be having activities tomorrow there in Shola if you want to check it out. But anyhow, so this guy was seeing this blinking light, and we checked this what you call stellarium. I think it's called stellarium. Anyhow, there was no satellites out in that direction where this guy was seeing all this stuff at. There was no a meteor. Oh, actually, there was a meteor, but it was way out in the distance, I believe. And so, in fact, I think I seen a thing about it on Yahoo News today. And it's like a million miles away. I don't know how long, but some kind of a meteor is headed towards, but it's not even going to come close to hitting us. But anyhow, there was really no meteors out there in the nearby vicinity where this guy was seeing this blinking light. So what we concluded was that possibly it's debris. What I concluded is I went in inwardly and I checked it out and I asked, well, is this a meteor? And I got to know. Is this a satellite? I got to know. Is this some kind of space debris? And I got to know. So that told me that and then finally I tried to figure out what the heck it was, and I got that it was a ship, a secret ship or something possibly that was manned by somebody from Earth, mankind. So that's what I got. How accurate that is, I don't know, but we're going to keep abreast of that whole activity to see what happens and see if it continues and so forth. So that'll be interesting to know. But anyhow, that's the point, is that already stuff is happening, weird stuff is happening, and I'm just now getting started with this field investigators program. So and anybody can join, and if you want, you look up MUFON.com, and there's a place where you can order the field investigator manual for para-investigators, or I don't know what they call them, MUFON investigators, field investigators. And then you take the test, and then you take a physical test, and then you can start training. So it's like that. But anyhow, so I'm going to continue on with my predictions for this year. And again, we've been going through a lot of sexual healing. Yeah, sing it, Marvin Gaye, whatever your name is. Sing it, Sam. I want some sexual healing. But anyhow, there's going to be a lot of sexual healing going on for the next several months, literally. And that's what's been happening. Jupiter went into Scorpio last year. I believe it was in August. Here, I'll even check it just to make sure. November, October. I think it was October. Yep, October 11th. Jupiter went into Scorpio, which started promoting a lot of sexual healing, and that's where all this stuff, Me Too started coming from. It started a few weeks before, if you'll notice that, and then boom, October 17th, it goes. Jupiter goes into Scorpio, and now the real sexual healing is beginning. The middle of that was in December, the last 2 weeks of December, and then now it's continuing on for another several more weeks till. And let me see, what's today? That's going to go retrograde. Now it's going to be interesting to know see what's going to happen, because Jupiter is going to go retrograde on March 9th, and when that happens, I don't know. I think there's going to be like some kind of jolt with sex stuff. I don't know, sexual healing stuff. I think it's going to reverse, or something's going to happen, and then all of a sudden it's going to go direct again. Not until till July 10th, and then things are going to start shifting back to sexual healing again. I think that's what's going to happen. And then the middle of that energy, again, it's going to be in the middle of its energy in Scorpio in August. So around August 14th, and so for about a week or so. And so and then it's going to continue on. Jupiter's going to continue on in Scorpio until November 8th, and then on November 9th, it's going to go into Sagittarius. Now that's going to be interesting. November of this year. Note that date, because when Jupiter goes into Sagittarius, there's going to be a lot of healing going on with transportation, with cultures, with medical stuff, with illnesses, with transportation, and anything that has to do with Sagittarius. There's going to be some major healing, and since Jupiter is oversees Sagittarius to begin with, Jupiter is in charge of Sagittarius. I mean, that's double whammy. So that means that there's going to be some major healing that's going to be taking place towards the end of this year in November. And the middle of that energy is going to be not till the third week of January. So January of next year, there's going to be Jupiter's going to be in the middle of its energy in Sagittarius, and then boom, there's some major healing going to take place. And then remember, I said Saturn is going to be in the middle of its energy in February of 19th. So that's going to be some major energies pushing and pulling. So we're going to see what's going to happen. No, I take it back. The Uranus is going to be in the middle of its energy in March. So I take it back. So that's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. So now, okay. What time do we got? I've only done this for a half an hour. What? Not even a long time. Well, that's okay. That'll give me more time to do readings with y'all. Why not? Okay, hang on a second. Again, folks, 2023, 2024, 2022 are going to be very big years for all of us, and some more than others, but we'll get there when we get there. And I know it's a few years away, but you know what? Time flies when you're having fun. Duh! I could have told you that. So anyhow, all right. Those are the biggest predictions I have for this year that are going to be going on. November, April, May. And, before I forget, from the readings that I've been getting and doing the last several weeks, summer is going to be a big summer this year for probably a lot, most of the people on this planet. It's going to be a fun year, exciting, interesting, a lot of romance, a lot of babies being made, all kinds of stuff is going to be happening in summertime. It's going to be a fun summer, I think. I'm almost sure of it, 100%. And then, but fall, I'm telling you guys right now, fall of this year, things are going to be shifting. It's going to be like, we're going in fifth gear, 100 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden, we're going to be slowing down to about third or second gear and just chilling out. And I would strongly recommend that you chill out at fall time of this year, because I don't know what's going to happen, but things are going to shift, and there's going to be some movement of energies. I don't see it astrologically wise, but again, according to all the readings I've been doing, August, September, October, you're going to want to just take it easy, and just chill out and then things, we'll process that through, and then we'll go into November. And again, November is going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen in November. We talked about that. Let me check that again. Yeah, Jupiter's going to go into Sagittarius, and then Uranus is wait. Oh, Uranus is going to go back into Aries. So that 7-year itch is going to come back again in November for a few weeks, and then it's going to go back into Taurus again. It's in November, in November 7th. November 7th, Uranus is going to go back into Aries, and then it's going to go retrograde, and then on the 8th of January, it's going to go direct again, and then it's going to be in Aries still until March 7th of 2019, and then it's going to go back into Taurus. So in the meantime, and I take it back. Oh, Saturn is going to be in the middle of its energy in February. So it's going to be like a domino effect for 3 months in a row. January, February, March. There's going to be shifting going on, and just go with. If you take anything from me at all, go with the flow is the best thing you can do for yourself, for your family, for your friends. And I mean, you can even put that mantra, make it a mantra, and put it on your mirror, bathroom mirror. Go with the flow. I kid you not. I mean, years ago, I was in 2 major accidents. I can't remember was the first one. I think it was the first one. Nope, I take it back. I think it was the second one. No. Anyhow, one of those accidents, I tripped off a roof, broke both my heels. In the second accident, and literally 2 years apart, almost exactly to the T, some people hit me, sideswiped me, rolled my car, almost got killed. I was in the middle of an embankment, and out of all that, the major message was just go with the flow. Chill out, take it easy, just go with the flow. So that's what I've been doing, and even now, even still, I still get caught up in stuff. Like last year, about a year ago, February, I got really sick. I had the flu, pneumonia. I was in the hospital for about 3 weeks, and literally on the day that I went into the hospital, I kid you not, Jupiter was in Libra, and it went retrograde on the exact same day. So that's how patterns happen, and they can affect you small amounts or big amounts. It just varies. So anyhow, anything else? So I'm getting that's all the predictions I have for now. Again, if you guys have any experiences that are reflective of these predictions, write me, call me, let me text me know. Just let me know, and so I'll know that I'll have confirmation of how these energies work. Because I don't always know 100% how these patterns work. I do know that all the planets and the people around you and the people within you and the spirits out there and the fairies and gnomes and all the little leprechauns and all that stuff, that all affects you. Every bit of it affects you. So if you make effort to be in good hand or straight, to be straight with everyone, to be transparent and with everyone and everything, then the energies flow a lot better, a lot smoother, a lot easier, and a lot healthier. So that's the name of the game. So going with the flow, believe you me, it's huge. It's huge. And a lot of people have hard time because they can't trust. They don't trust. They have PTSD or whatever. I personally feel like everybody in America has PTSD to some level or another, or at least most of them. Probably about 95, 98% of Americans have PTSD to some level or another. If you've ever been abused, if you've ever encountered some kind of abuse, you have PTSD to some level or another. And it's just more prevalent with others than it is with other people. But that's just so the best ways to, and everybody has a hard time with trust. That's one of the major factors of PTSD, trust, right? So learning to trust yourself, that's the biggest place to start at. But also learning to trust other people, or just trust that whatever's supposed to happen is supposed to happen with them, and just go from there. But it's like that. So just learn, and that's why, I don't really like to give a lot of people hugs because then they transfer their fear factor energies to me, and I don't like that. I don't, but sometimes, it just works out that way, and I hug them anyhow, and just leave it at that, and just go with the flow, right? So we're going to go ahead and get started here now. I appreciate all of you stopping by, and hopefully I'll get to all of you, and we'll go from there. Area code 347, area code 630-540-925-54, or excuse me, 407, and 11111, unregistered number. So we're going to start out with one person, and then we're going to play some music and then come back for some more. So area code 347, Aloha, you're on the air. Can you hear me now?
This is my call.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, can you speak louder because I can barely hear you, ma'am. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Oh, better.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Oh, so who am I talking to?
My name is Maribel.
Excuse me, what was that again?
Maribel.
Oh, Maribel. Maribel, have you been on our show before?
No, I think I've tried, but I never really got on.
Oh, because I think I remember your name. But anyhow, Maribel, are you okay if I get your birthday?
Yeah. January 24th.
What year?
You need the year also?
Yes, please.
93.
93. Okay, Maribel, what do you want to talk about? What is it that you want to have answered right now?
I want to know if this year will be the year where I manifest the real, I guess, on a soul and physical, emotional, level of love and intimacy.
Okay, so if I hear you right, you're wanting to know if you're going to be hooking up with somebody this year as a lover. Is that what I hear you saying?
Yes.
Okay. So now, for everyone, all of you on here on the lines, everybody can manifest. Maribel, do you love yourself?
I would like to think so.
Okay, good. Maribel, do you believe in yourself?
In certain areas, yes.
Wait a minute. I'm not. You see, all or nothing, Maribel. Do you believe in yourself?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's better. That's the right answer. And see, a lot of you, even if you don't believe in yourself right now, just say it anyhow. Because sooner or later you are. You're going to wholeheartedly, confidently believe in yourself. So, you look in the mirror and you say, Andrew, I believe in you. Do that with me right now, Maribel.
Maribel, I believe in you.
Very good. Do it 2 more times.
Maribel, I believe in you. Maribel, I believe in you.
Good. Applaud. So, now, one of the best ways to manifest, and I've seen it in action because I've done it for myself. Maribel, write a list, and for all of you, it doesn't matter for what situation you want to refer to, but make a list of all the things you want to accomplish in your lifetime. Okay, lifetime, and then 15-year, and then 5-year, and then 1 year. So let's do this right now. Do you have a pen and paper there, Maribel?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want to accomplish this lifetime? What do you want? What do you want to bring into your life?
I want to bring stability in terms of career.
Okay, so career ability. Write that down. Career ability. I want you to write that down. We're talking about 1-year goals right now. What else?
Okay. I want to be able to manifest a stable and fulfilling relationships.
Okay, good. So, how about a good, healthy, fulfilling relationship? How's that? Write that down. Okay, one more item that you want to manifest this lifetime or this year.
I want to manifest more confidence and more love for myself as well.
Okay, so let's go like this. How about self-love and being in your power, being in my power? How's that?
Right.
Write that down. Write that down.
That sounds good.
So self-love, and I don't even want you to use the word confidence because they're still. I believe they're still one and the same, but I think self-empowerment is even stronger, even more empowering. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so being in my power and self-love. Now, Mary Bell, what I want you to do is take that piece of paper or that notebook or whatever, or just put your hand over it, and I want you to send your love to that. From your heart, from your energetic heart, I want you to just imagine the energy from your heart space flowing from your through your right hand, through your fingers, through your palms, and onto that paper or whatever you're writing with. I want you to just feel that energy, and then I want you to envision, create a picture, see yourself in your power, loving yourself with your lover, and with in your career field. I want you to see yourself. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I do pick up a guy. You're into guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I am picking up a guy. It looks like he's got a mustache and he's older than you are. Maybe April. But it's going to be more towards the summer, whatever it is. I am picking up some guy that's going to be coming into you, and he's a kind of jovial guy, easygoing guy. He's kind of short. He's not really tall, and but he looks like he's got a mustache, and maybe he reminds me of somebody from like Saudi Arabia. Well, maybe not that, but somewhere from the east, like from another country. That's what he reminds me. I don't know if maybe he's living in the United States right now, or maybe he's still in that country and he's going to be visiting or something. But I believe a coffee shop. Coffee shop. I want to say coffee shop. You're going to meet this guy in a coffee shop or something like that, and you're going to be talking to him and just hanging out with him. Don't worry about being lovers initially, and your body and your mind, your emotions and feelings will tell you, and the rest will be history after that. But just talk to this guy, get to know this guy, and just hang out with him, see what happens. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And again, you got Pisces. Oh, you got Aquarius in your chart. You know that, right, Mary Bell?
Yep.
So remember the part where I was saying 2023 is going to be a big year for a lot of people. You're going to be one of those people.
Yeah.
So what? You're in college right now, and you're what's that?
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing, a miraculous year for you, 2023. Are you finishing up college now? Is that what's going on?
Well, I'm currently in professional school, so I'm starting my first year this year.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And that's a 2-year program?
It's more of a 4-year program. So yeah, I'm just at the beginning.
Okay. So you're getting trained. You're training right now for 2023. You're in school. You're going to learn the book work for it, and then you're going to get the physical aspect, and you're going to learn the actual job itself. And then when 2023 hits, Mary Bell, I hope you have some weights on your feet because you're going to be like flying high, like no tomorrow. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and your Saturn is also in Aquarius, which means you kind of fight yourself. You kind of are afraid to be in groups, to work with artists, to work with culinary people, to work with I don't know, just anything that has to do with Aquarius. So that kind of hinders you. So as long as you let those fears go, Mary Bell, you're going to be fine. But if you let them get caught up in your mind, in your body, in your soul, then you're gonna have a hard time. So right now, the best thing to do is not be afraid of being with groups of people, not being afraid of being an artist around artists, and taking some art classes yourself, Mary Bell. You might want to take Reiki. Have you ever you know what Reiki is?
Yeah, I'm actually certified as a level one.
Really? Okay, so good. It wouldn't hurt to go back and be full-fledged a Reiki master or whatever. Wouldn't hurt at all. I guarantee you 100%. All right. And also taking some art class. Photography is what I'm taking. What I'm thinking. Have you thought about taking some photography classes?
I never actually thought about it, to be honest, because I've always taken pictures, but I was never really interested in, the art behind taking pictures.
Well, that's okay, but I would recommend that you take one photography class. If anything else, just one. And that's going to allow you to see things differently, and that's what you want, because you're going to be tapping into the Aquarian stuff, and you're not going to be just doing stuff like every mediocre person does. You're going to be taking things to a whole different level on so many levels, on so many various places, and so you want to think out of the box, Mary Bell. If nothing else, if you take from me is thinking out of the box, and that's what I would recommend. Think out of the box, because you're going to be so blown away of all the interesting stuff you'll come up with, all the interesting ideas that will just come to you, just out of the blue. Nobody's doing this, but why am I getting? So you start working with those ideas, and then all of a sudden you get new platforms, all kinds of new stuff. You'll see what I'm talking about. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I'm even like that a little bit right now, but
Yep.
in terms of just the way I'm going with my career, because I'm going into um like a professional, doctor.
Okay.
But I kind of want to integrate a little bit more of spirituality into it. So maybe like that's why I kind of got into Reiki, because of the healing in terms of energy as opposed to just focusing on the physical body.
Yep.
Into meditation as a way to calm down your mind, because that's like a real aspect in people's health.
Now, Mary Bell, and to all of you on these phone lines, you can go to my website, spiritualimageproduction.com. I believe I can't remember there's something about 90-Day Ascension Journey, the book that I wrote about a year and a half ago, and you can go onto Kindle, get it for 99 cents. And I would recommend, especially if you're a doctor or wanting to really enhance your life and help others, then you'll probably want to read that. 99 cents on Kindle. You read that, and it's more than it's a weight in gold. And if you want more instruction beyond that, then get a hold of me, and we'll talk about doing a mentoring program. It's a 12-week program, so we can talk about that. So are you good with that, Mary Bell?
Yes, I got it. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
And if you want some more information, or you want more of a private reading, any of you, if you want a private reading, go to my website, spiritualimageproduction.com. Left-hand side, there's a buy now button. I think it says special, $75. I'll give you a $50 discount on an hour reading if you want to do something like that. So Mary Bell, thank you very much. Good luck. God bless. And come back and let us know how you're doing.
Okay, thank you so much.
Aloha. Okay, we're going to go on to the next person. Area code 630. Aloha, you're on the air. Anybody home? Anybody out there? Aloha. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with this person, but they're gone. So let's go on to the next person. area code 540. Aloha, you're on the air. Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, good. We're in business. So are you okay if I get your name?
Yes, my name's Sheila.
Sheila, is that what I heard you say?
Yes.
Okay, Sheila. Sheila, are you okay if I get your birth date?
Yes, it's 9/5/62.
September 5, 62. Is that what I hear you saying?
Yes, September 5th, 1962.
Okay, good. So I got your birthday, and I'm putting together your chart as we speak. So Sheila, is there any specific question you want to have answered right now?
No, I'm just kind of open to anything.
Okay. All right. So you're a Virgo. Now, Sheila, have you stopped beating up on yourself?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
So being critical with others, well, actually being critical with yourself will usually mean that you're being critical with other people. So you want to be conscious of that, so that way you're not critical with other people. Is that about right?
I'm not critical of other people, but I was with myself as some, darkness started to emerge. Your dark aspects of yourself started to emerge. So I had to work through a lot of self-healing.
Good. And I applaud you for that. Good job. So let me ask you this. I want to say two, but you have 3 kids, is that correct?
I have 2.
And what was the third one about? Did you have a miscarriage or something?
Yes, I had a miscarriage.
Okay. So now, with that in mind, Sheila, did you take the time to clear yourself with that person, with that being? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Sheila, if you haven't already done this, I would strongly recommend you do this. And because otherwise it's a pattern. Typically, a lot of stuff, injuries, diseases, incidences, situations, they're all patterns. All of them. Patterns from other lifetimes, from other people, other stuff, family, or whatever. So
Right.
it's a good possibility you'll carry on that pattern into the next lifetime. So and not that it's a bad thing necessarily. It's just it is what it is. There's a lot of kids. They're masters. They're already saints, and they only need like 1 or 2 days on this planet being in a body, and that's it. And then they can move on. So that's more than likely what's happened with your situation. An enlightened being came in. They only needed a short amount of time in a body, and then they moved on. They to whatever else they're doing. So my suggestion is, Sheila, is to write this person a letter. If you don't already have a name for this person, give this person a name. And if you don't know if it's a him or her, just acknowledge them as a him or her, and they'll be fine with it. I don't think they'll be offended. If you call Joe and she's a female, and you give Joe a masculine name. So anyhow, write this person a letter. Hey, say I thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming into my life. I appreciate that, and please forgive me for any wrongfulness I've ever done to you, and I forgive you for any wrongfulness that you've ever done to me. And may you be blessed along your path. I'm very proud of you, and take care. And love you very much. Amen. Just something simple like that, and then just take it and then burn it. Universe, I offer this up to you in blessing. Thank you very much. Amen. And then just burn it and let it go, and be at peace with this person if you haven't already done that. Does that make sense to you, Sheila?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So do you hear me? Now, let me see. Okay, I am. I'm going to do, because I do 2 types of charts, Sheila. And one of them is the personality chart, the day that you were born, come out of the womb, and then you move on. And most people outgrow those charts between the ages of 18 through 25. And around 28, 29 years old, people start kicking into their soul life, their true life true life purpose stuff. And this applies to everyone. Everyone that's been, if you already turned 28, 29, go back to that time frame and see what happened. What you got married, had kids, you had a career expansion or something. Usually something major will happen, and either your life will get easier or your life will get much more difficult, which just means that you have more lessons to learn. That's all, or it'll stay the same. So it's like that. Can you remember what happened when you were 28, 29 years old, Sheila?
Not a very good time.
Yeah, was it pretty horrendous for you?
Yeah, it wasn't a very good time at that age.
Did life get more difficult for you after that?
Life has, was been more difficult, I would say.
Okay. So that just means you got more lessons to learn, but also that a lot of times that means that you're on the verge of becoming a master, a saint, or whatever. You're on the verge of becoming enlightened. So, so if you take advantage of that, Sheila, and learn, and if you read, and I strongly recommend that you go get my book and read it. It teaches you about the different spiritual practices that you can do, so you can be able to deal with all this stuff. And what happens is, it's like a new job, or like some kind of job, professional job, where you go learn, and you start, you're the bottom of the totem pole, you're the neophyte, and you start to learn this new job. And you start doing this job, and more you learn problems that happen within the job, and you learn how to overcome them. And then it becomes easier and easier. And pretty soon, you've encountered most of all the problems that you'll ever encounter in that job, or all of them. And you know how to deal with them. And then at that point, you become an expert. Does that make sense to you, Sheila? Once you learn your job to the level that you know how to deal with every problem in that job, then you become an expert. So it's like that with Sheila. So you start learning how to become Sheila as the soul, and then you start overcoming problems one at a time. Just one at a time is all you need to do. And pretty soon you'll learn how to overcome all of them. And pretty soon you're going to become an expert. You'll be an expert at being Sheila. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so never ever, no matter how hard things get, how much things come into your life, and you deal with those, just take them one step at a time, and just know that sooner or later you're going to be an expert, you're going to be a master, you're going to be a saint. Sooner or later you're going to be there. You're going to get there. You'll be there. Okay, you'll breathe it, be it, live it. So it's going to be just like that. So whatever is happening in your life now, just take a deep breath, look at the situation, okay, and tell God, ask God, God, this is all yours, this problem is all yours, and show me how to deal with it. Thank you very much. And then you go, oh, okay, so what next? How am I going to deal with it? So and as soon as you surrender that problem, that whole situation to God, Goddess, Sheila, guess what? All of a sudden doors start opening. All of a sudden things start unfolding. It's like that. I've seen it so many times. I can't even count the number of times I've seen this whole situation happen. It's just like that. So some of the things that are coming up now. You've been a pretty good mother. You've been inspired to be a good mother. Is that correct? With your kids?
I've been what?
Yeah, you are, and you.
I didn't understand your question.
Yeah, have you been inspired to be a good mother for your kids?
Oh yes.
Okay, good. And then 2023, March 2023. You're going to want to write that down, Sheila, because that's going to be a big month for you. Okay, and not as big as other people's, but that doesn't matter because it's still going to be big for you, and you're going to be encountering all kinds of stuff. Oh, Sheila, you didn't tell me you're psychic too. Why didn't you tell me that?
Yeah.
You're psychic, huh? Right?
I am. I am.
you've had all kinds of very interesting paranormal events happen in your life. Is that correct?
Yes.
What I would recommend doing, Sheila, is going and look and finding some paranormal events to attend to, especially in April. Whatever's going to happen in April probably would be a good time for you to go to some kind of paranormal event or activity.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be far away. It can be nearby in your area. Look up MUFON if anything else. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Ghost hunters. I don't know all the stuff that's out there that's paranormal, but I would check it out and see what you think. And are you working with kids? Are you working in the entertainment industry? Are you working with anything like that at all? Singing or anything like that, Sheila?
Did you say singing?
Yes.
No.
Do you work with kids?
Oh, do I work with kids? No.
Okay. What do you do right now, Sheila?
Right now, I'm a server in a restaurant, but I'm also the author of 2 books.
Oh, really? Well, if you want to get a hold of me later and you want to do an interview on one or the other or both, get a hold of me and we'll see if we can plug you in. So in the meantime, Sheila, if you want to do something more deep, and I'll go into your soul chart. The soul chart date is the date that the soul comes in, connects with the fetus, which is about 3 to 4 weeks after the day of conception, which I secondly go in and get. So if you want to do something more deeper or whatever, get a hold of me and we'll do some more stuff. So are you okay with the reading that I gave you, Sheila?
Yes.
Good. Okay, good. So thank you very much for showing up and being present, and good luck and God bless with whatever you're going to do in your life. And if anything else, come back and let us know how you're doing.
All right. Thank you so much, Andrew. You have a good night.
Aloha. So we're going to go on. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me see. Hang on a second. Area code 925. Aloha, you're on the air.
Hi, Andrew. Thank you. It's Teresa.
Teresa, have you been on our show before?
First-time caller.
Okay. And
no, I'm a first-time caller.
You're a virgin. Why didn't you tell me? Duh. So, are you?
So my birthday is February 1st, 1958.
5'8", like in 5.
5 like in 5 fingers.
Yep.
8 like I ate some food.
Okay. Teresa, this is what we're gonna do. First of all, and I really thank all of you for being here. We haven't done this show in a while, and usually I have other people with me, but a lot of people like my readings too. So either way, it doesn't matter. But this is what I'm gonna do for you guys right now. I'm gonna do 2 programs. I'm gonna do an alignment with your soul. I'm gonna have all of y'all be aligned with your souls. And then the second program is going to be a clearing of karma, cords and ties, and pain. Okay? And I'm going to take a few minutes, and then after that, I'm going to play some music because I want to just take a breather. And then I'm going to come back, and Teresa, I'm going to start with you. We're going to go back and start and do your chart reading for you. Are you okay with that?
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm fine.
If you guys just want to wait a few minutes. First of all, I'm going to start out with the program. Again, if everybody can take a deep breath into your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe in the golden white Christ-like energies through your nose. Breathe out all the negative energies from your body through your mouth. And then one more time. And then if you can put one hand on your heart, and that lets the universe that you accept both these gifts that I'm about to give you. And believe you me, I've had lots of people just really taken by these programs. Typically, you'll feel more relaxed. You'll feel you'll just feel more at ease. So a lot of times people will feel different energies through their hands, through their back, all kinds of different things. But if you just feel more relaxed and more at ease, then you're probably picking something up. So are you ready? Now, the other thing you want to do is be sitting in a chair so that it'll make it easier, so you'll be more relaxed, and it'll be easier for you to accept these gifts, and then we're going to go from there. So okay, so we're going to do first the first program, and then I'll come back, and then we'll do the second program, and then I'll come back again, and then we're going to play some music, and then we're going to come back again and do a reading for you, Teresa. Are you okay with that?
I'm perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so here I go. I'm going to start with the first program. I'm going to be quiet for about a minute or two, and then I'll come back. Here I go. And then for those of you also that will be listening to this in the future, this will also apply to you. If you again, all you have to do is just take a deep breath and just put a hand on your heart, and that lets the universe know that you're accepting this gift, even if this is in the future. So here I go. Okay, Teresa, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
So did you feel anything from that?
Yes, I did.
What did you feel?
It almost felt like, you know, when you see when on a hot day when you see the hot waves.
Yeah.
It felt like it was like penetrating body and relaxing me.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. I've never heard that one before, but that again, there's no right or wrong for any of it. Okay, so now I'm going to do the second program, aligning us up with our souls. Are you ready for that?
Ready for it.
Okay, take another deep breath into your nose. Again, all of you take a deep breath into your nose, out through your mouth. Just relax your body. Put one hand on your heart and let the universe know that you're accepting this gift. And again, for those of you in the future as well. So here I go. I'm going to be quiet for another minute or two. Here I go. Okay, Teresa. Did you get anything from that?
Yeah, I need a nap now.
Wait a minute. We're just getting started. What are you talking about? Wait. Hold that platform. Hold that program. All right. So what we're going to do instead.
Give me the pillow.
All right. Well, you're going to have a chance to take about a 5-minute nap. Okay. So let me see.
Okay.
Okay. Now this guy, I interviewed him about a couple of weeks ago. He works with sound healing, I believe is a good word to use, phrase. And so he came up with a CD. It's called Cellular Attunement, a CD that plays various types of music for specific purposes. For the one that I'm going to play right now, it's called Zone 10 for unworthy, deserving versus self-accepting. So that's what I'm going to play right now. For those of you that are having hard times self-accepting yourself, then this will help you ease your mindset and your mind, body, and soul into that. So I want to send out love, blessings, healings, angels of light, and love to all the women out there that were violated by this guy, Larry Nasser, however it's called. And but I also want to send out love, blessings, healings, angels of light, and love to all their families and friends, and also to Larry Nasser himself and his family and friends. Because no matter what, if all of us don't heal from this together, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're the bad guy or the good guy. If we all don't heal together, then we're going to be lopsided. It's only going to be a one-sided thing. So everybody has to heal from this, not just one or two people or whatever. So anyhow, I want to send out love, blessings, healings, angels of light, and love to all of you, all the people here on the phone lines, all the people in the chat room. I don't know, do we have anybody in the chat room? Anybody there? Thank you for stopping by, guest number 190 or whoever you are. And also to all our family friends, to my family and friends, to all our vehicles and places of residence that help take care of us. Anyone you want to add to that, Teresa?
No, I think that's wonderful. I'm looking forward to listening to that.
I want to send out love, blessings, healings, angels of light, and love to all those kids that were imprisoned in their own house. To the couple too that were doing. Obviously, that they need healing too. And to the President of the United States, of course, that guy needs all the help he can get, and all his entourage, and all the kids and the animals and the plants on the planet, especially the ones in need and concern. Everyone else in need and concern. We will be back. Zone number 10 by Dr. Stephen Schwartz from his album Cellular Attunement, Unworthy, Deserving versus Self-Accepting. We will be back. Oh, wait. Time out. I just remembered. For whatever reason, this doesn't play very good on. We're going to play it on a different player. That's all. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We'll be back. I think it's playing. And we're back. Aloha live out of Black Spiritual Women's Productions on BlogTalkRadio and conference call and YouTube, establishing and maintaining right relationships with again, we're doing an example. And but we had a couple. First of all, I started out with doing reading the predictions for this year. Some major stuff happening towards the end of the year, and then April, some stuff happening in May. And then in 2020, a lot of people that don't understand or realize it. 2023, I'm turning my let me clear my cache because of some weird stuff. So it's also probably weird noise. Oh no! So I think I guess number 1090 for having like 1090. That's kind of hard enough. So anyhow, and Ariel Trios 9547, woman number 85 for somebody. And there's others, but I appreciate it. We had a couple win on here that I've done reading for already as well. Maribel and Sheila. Maribel is going to have seen 2003, and then Sheila, she's probably a good mother. I think she's got some inside work to do for herself. And she's got some good for her. Now we're talking with Teresa. Teresa! How are you, Teresa?
I'm great.
Well, that's a good thing. I'm glad you're doing great. Yeah. One of us is, right? Yeah. All right. And here I am sitting here doing nothing. I could be putting together. Well, I'll put together right now this week. February 1st, 1958. That's your birthday. Hang on. Let me make sure that I have everything after the show. So let me put. So, nope. I got everything. So you are in Aquarius, Teresa.
Yeah.
Teresa, yeah, this. Yeah. Are you with anybody right now?
I'm married.
Okay, good. You have kids? You have little small kids, don't you? Or is it a grandkid?
No. Grandkid. Yeah.
I see him. That is a Spitfire, isn't he? Yeah, I know, I see him. But he hang on to that kid. He's getting a lot of games on the planet. He's really in a lot of people. So whatever's going on with him, make sure you take care of him. And he's a very psychic kid. He has a lot of ability. Don't ever launch this. He launched a lot of his other way. Because he's doing it a lot. And so now
right.
I'm putting together what I'm seeing right now. Teresa, last year was a really rough year, wasn't it?
Yeah, agree.
I know. And then June 2016, summer 2016. That was perfect for you. Is that right?
Yeah.
I know. I see it happening. Now, Teresa, what city you want to know why?
You'd like to know why.
The planet Saturn went to Sagittarius in December 2014. Okay, that's when all this lesson plan started, right? And then the middle of the energy, again, and I emphasize to people, they just want answers, and that's all. They want understanding, they just want answers. Well, if you just want answers, go to the next cycle, because I don't really give but they don't understand the whole politics. The Saturn was in the middle of energy in June 2016, so that's where all that's coming. And then, did you just move back in December 16? Or something shift? There was a good shift for you?
No. I've been here for about.
Yeah. Good. Well, that's because Saturn went in town in December of last year. So but what did you is you've been relaxing more and more lately, haven't you?
Oh, no, that's not, but I'm trying to make a change.
What doesn't happen? You just don't want to wait, and especially let's see, March. I haven't done your soul chart. There was Aries versus Mars, but May this year there's going to be no shift, and so a lot of people are going to experience that, and so I think that you're going to experience. I have a feeling you're going to have on summer, Teresa. That's what I think is going to happen. Ready for that?
I'm ready.
Teresa, I give you permission to have a fun, welcome, crazy summer. Why not? Are you okay? Are you okay with that? In fact, all of you on the phone line, I give you all of you permission on the chat room. All of you permission to have a wild, crazy fun summer this summer. I give all of you permission right now. Give you power, and just I think one, but probably two people need this as well. I give all of you permission to be a failure, a press you don't want to do, and a success all the stuff that you're passionate about. I give all of you permission for that as well right now. Okay, Teresa. What is it that is there a question you have in mind?
Well, what they've been a couple months look like, because I've been trying to get a job to make my income.
Okay, what I'm thinking is slow. So I would relax, and I'm looking at hard, but just be patient right now, Teresa. Now, what I do pick up is that, okay, remember when I said October of last year, Jupiter went to Scorpio. So, Teresa, you've been going to a lot of sexual healing. Have you been having a lot of good sex lately, Teresa?
Not.
Okay, Teresa. You're passionate. Your creativity comes from passion. And you're the best doing life is also in Scorpio. You're meant to inspire people, Teresa. Believe it or not. Have you ever studied culture or anything like that? Teresa, like yesterday, like thank you very much. I would find information on contract start studying on it. It's very useful. Jealousy. Does that mean anything to you, Teresa?
Oh, in my other years.
Yeah, okay. So it's going to help you with balancing out jealousy or dominating us over protectiveness and your passion. So you're a very passionate person. The other thing that will help with that, Teresa, is yoga. Have you ever heard of yoga? Okay, I would strongly recommend you do that at all.
No.
Okay, Teresa, I don't know what's going to get you on that map. You go. It's first of all, 10 to 15 minutes, healthy yoga, breathing and postures is all it is. And it will so feed you like no tomorrow. And so how many times, Teresa? But why not? Why not take advantage of that and do your body? Those are your emotions. Now, there's stuff that happened when you were, let's do that. It was like 12 years old, 16.
Well, all of it. All of it.
Let's start with 12. I want you to do with 12. I want you to, you're in now, right?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to see that girl, 12 years old, and sitting in front of you. I want you to realize, hazel green eyes, brown.
Brown.
Okay, I want you to look at that little girl. I want you to see her. I want you to see that you got blonde hair.
No, brown.
Was it blonde when you were young?
No.
Really? Okay, now let's just go there. I want you to look at that little girl, 12 years old. I want you to look her in the eyes. I want you to repeat after me out loud. Teresa, we love very much.
We love very much.
Very beautiful.
You're very beautiful.
We're grateful and thankful for your presence in our life.
We're grateful and thankful for your presence in our life.
And we're very proud of you.
And we're very proud of you.
Please forgive us
Please forgive us
for all wrongness
for all the wrongfulness
we've ever done to you,
we've ever done to you,
are to you,
are doing to you,
or will to you.
or will be doing to you.
And we forgive you
We forgive you
for all wrongfulness
for all wrongfulness
you've ever done to us,
you've ever done,
are doing to us,
or doing to us,
or will do us.
or will do to us.
And may you be blessed along your path.
And we bless you on your path.
Amen.
Amen.
I want you to hug her, I want you to hold her, and tell her, she said, you're always safe with me.
But you always be with me.
You can always visit me whenever you want.
You can always visit me whenever you want.
And I love you very much.
I love you very much.
Hold her in your arms. Hold her in your arms. You know, hold her in your arms. Just let her know she's safe. And whenever you feel uncomfortable, insecure, when you feel the world is just all the walls all you, just remember Teresa, 12 years old, and hold her in your arms. You want to let her know she's safe. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
And if you have any other parts of you, 16 years old is the only one that I can think of. Maybe I go, but 16 is the one. Then you can do that with it, okay? And things are going to be slow for you for the next couple of months. And then April, I think things are going to pick up for you. But again, just be patient now. And something, if you see a tornado coming at you, a downward spiral come at you, just take it and start shift it. Either do something different, go to the movies, go eat out, wash the dishes, work in your garden, or do something different that you don't usually do every day. And shift that energy, so that tornado will start to shut back up. So that's what you want to do. These are some of the things that in the mentoring program that I do. These are some of the things that you understand in the book that I've written, the 90 Day Institute, which you can get for 99 cents on Kindle. I would strongly recommend all of you that get the book and just read it. You don't have to know, just read it. What happens? So go for that. Spiritualintroduction.com. Spiritualintroduction.com. You can Google and we'll find me anywhere on all the maps. And so you go from there. If any of you guys want to review one of your soul chart stuff, then get a hold of me. I'll give you a discount, a $50 discount for the hour read. And then you like that meeting, you want to do that mentoring program, then we can apply that towards the mentoring program. Right now, I'm offering the discount mentoring program, $400 discount from $800 to $450, and we'll apply the $75 to our $450 and then we'll do the mentoring program. Okay, Teresa?
Thanks very much.
I think the same time, once the same time, or maybe into the same time, things just start shift, and the summer might be have some time. What's going on? That's it. Okay, Teresa, thank you for stopping by. Again, come back and let us know. God bless, good luck, and have a fun summer.
Okay.
Aloha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay. We're going to go to the next reader. Area 447. Aloha, you're on the air.
Hi, Andrew. This is Lori. And my birthday is May 1966.
56, Lori. Okay, have you been on the show before?
No, I haven't.
Never. Okay. And I'm getting versions. You might like it. Okay, let's see. 68. That's a,
66.
66.
Double 6.
Okay. Okay, so I'm putting together your chart as you see. And we'll see what happens. May 28, 1966. For some reason, yeah, that's it. I get the feeling you're a tough cookie, correct, Lori?
You know what? I'm quite complex. It's a kind of issue. I'm really soft with the children, and I'm really giving and loving. But when it comes to success stuff, I can be pretty tough cookie.
Are you a cop? Are you a person? Are you a guy?
None of those. I'm a teacher.
Oh, you teacher that. Okay. Immediately, I'm seeing some of the stuff that's going through for you. Now, we talked about the center itch with Teresa. Did you hear all that, Lori?
I did. I did.
Do you understand that you've been going through a 7-year itch for 6.5 years now?
And I'm going to be very much fun. It should be over.
Okay, so the good news, well, here, let me finish this chart because that way I'm not sure 100% what's going on. The good news is the 7-year itch is almost over. May 16th, write that down. May 16th of this year, the 7-year itch went for you. As the crowd goes crazy. Okay, but But and if you want to come to me for deeper reading, for a short reading, you know, you can call me, let me know, or write me what. But Lord, you had pretty going life growing up. Is that?
Yeah, you have a crazy life, yeah.
You had to be a pretty going life growing up. Is that right?
Oh, no, maybe further.
Really?
A lot of tough upbringing, a really hard life, harsh. I grew up in Saturday with a single parent who didn't care about anything, and that took on the responsibility of extremely young age.
Well, Lori, either you get the wrong birthday, or you're the wrong person, or somebody ripped you off there. That's all I can say.
I understand that. May 28th, 1956. That's my birthday. I didn't buy it.
Okay. I'm not here to argue, but when I see you in the start, Lori, you should have really easy going. I talk with no tomorrow. So
I should. It started off that way. It started off with my parents divorced, and my mom checked out.
Oh, really?
That's a clear one.
Was she an alcoholic? Was she an alcoholic? Or
she was neither. No, she was emotionally and so unavailable. It's like having a body there, but it doesn't respond to anything.
I hear you. Okay. You're saying she's fat, right? She's that right? Is that what it is?
No, she's alive now.
Oh,
I'm saying that somebody had to pick her, somebody had to be mom, somebody had to be regular, somebody had to take authority, and then.
When I get that program, the full thing, like, were you on that? Did you take advantage of it?
Oh, indeed.
Good. That can make a lot of difference for me. Like, hold on, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Even tomorrow, you'll see what I'm talking about. So now one of the things I recommend, Lori, do you clean your place?
Outside, I just put them indoors.
Yep, absolutely. Your bedroom, your bathroom, your living room. Okay, I'm strong recommending that yesterday. And then also crystals. Either quartz or amethyst crystals in the corners of your living room or your bedroom. Yes, that's going to help you out because the good news is that the 7 year is going to go Aries into Taurus, basically of the year. Now, the other news is that you have Mars in Taurus. The things that you go when they tell you, it's going to start to shut for 7 years. Middle of that energy is going to be March 2023. It's going to affect you, not as huge as both Ferris or Mary Bell, but it's going to affect you just the same.
Yes, that's
your mom, she knew you were going to use it as a nurturer of the mother. You understand that?
I do.
Do you pray or meditate for both? Okay, good. What you might want to do is invite there's three things that I recommend to your life. Ask them to support you, whatever you can. One of them is Ian, God has compassion. Another one is my mother, who's incredible being. Like I've seen other saints embody her and bring her in, if you want to call it that. And the energies were just amazing. I was blown away. And then let me see. I thought there was a third one, but that's good enough to start with. I would start with two right there. Pointing and behind the English. I would ask them, to have them and ask them to help you support. Again, April, your Saturn is in Pisces. You're both, aren't you?
Yes.
Saturn is Pisces. Whatever's happening in April, Lori, that nature is going to reach you, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. If you can go do a paranormal, psychic event or seance, or I don't know, there's all kinds of paranormal stuff to do. A move on. If you have a move on, go to a move on meeting or something, or what. But I would recommend, and even if you want to start in March, you can. But April, I would recommend you do some paranormal event just for the hell of it and see what happens. You're at North Node, which is your destiny planet in Taurus. You have burden. You work with plants at all. What kind of do you do?
I do basic different work. I can help you. I work part time. When the thing keeps here, I'll end up marketing. I'll end up repeating. I really enjoy writing, and I get paid for that. There's something to me that's creative and interesting.
Okay.
I'm open. I'm just that kind of stuff.
Good. So just be open to suggestions. That's the best I can do. You take anything from me right now. Just be open. Whatever you has, so just trust and surrender. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a secret. The best way, easy, and way to become mature and a saint. Surrender everything. Your life, your family, your friends, everything. All your material goods. Surrender everything. Got it. That puts you on the track to being an actor, being power, being who you are, an expert. Lori is an expert. Does that make sense to you, Lori?
Oh yeah, definitely. Those are I've heard that. I feel like it's very, very true.
Yep.
I'm not much anymore this year appliances or how they're going to get paid around for work. I'm more, you just hit me on the head. I want to have a life of happiness, bliss, joy, and your smile. I feel like, after I do anything good for somebody, it's me to feel fantastic. I hope that's I feel right.
Now, here's another little secret, Lori. Whenever you're feeling happy and joy and proud and just having fun, guess what? All your ancestors, all the ancestors, all the types that you're connected to that have already passed on, already died and moved on, are feeling that with you. Every time you go sad, they're going to feel sad. Every time you go happy, they're going to go happy. So the more fun, guess what? The more it can happen too. They're going to be lovely around you. Just like that. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, that's a heavy responsibility. Now I understand.
Right.
I'm my joy and every time I'm responsible for my ancestors' happiness.
You're not responsible for their happiness. You're responsible for your happiness. They have that there for you. So if you're feeling happy, they're going to be feeling happy. So it's a win situation. And again, you're not responsible for them. They can hang around you with you all they want or not. But if they hang and you want to transfer happiness to them, well, why do that? Sadness or anger, violence or whatever. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense, because we're all related. As I mentioned, scribe, something which kind of getting to everyone else. But yeah, I'm understanding a lot more. Got me getting some kind of paranormal reading, especially in this house I lived in the last almost 2 years. Mm-hmm. This house is really full of paranormal.
right. So get your machines out. So Lori, I want to thank you for stopping by again. God bless you, love everything that's going on, and come back and let us know how you do.
Definitely. I appreciate you being here. Come over with you. Great show.
Aloha.
Aloha.
I want to get in much time, but I wanted to get in as many people as I could. Air code now, one more, unregistered number. Aloha.
Hi.
Hello. James. How are you? Have you been on our show before, Jane?
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
Oh, you have. So you have. You're a veteran. Okay. So since you've been on our show, how was the reading of it? What was it like for you?
So it's another, yeah, I guess, and I remember the name now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a year or a year. So, yeah, I'm supposed to wonder, yeah, you were pretty good, yeah.
I'm sorry. Nancy, is that correct?
It's Jane.
Okay, sorry. I'm like, maybe I knew it was Nancy, and I was like, sorry. Okay, can you give me your birthday?
It's 6/18/70.
June 70s, I heard you say.
Okay.
So Jane, we only have 5 minutes, and I apologize to everyone else that we didn't get to. I'm just doing it, that's all. But Jane, is there a particular question you might have answered?
Just wondering what you'd be coming up to me with for your wishes this year or the next few months.
Okay. So let's see, 18 June. Scorpio. Now, have you been going through a lot of sexual healing, Jane?
No.
What? Your moon is in Scorpio. You should have been going through a lot of sexual healing already. What happened to that part? Go get some tantra books or go watch some tantra videos. That'll help out, don't you think? Come on, Jane, get it up. What are you waiting for? Okay. Let me see. Now, Jane, you do law enforcement right now? Are you a teacher? Are you a mentor?
No.
None of the above?
No, I don't. I'm not a
Uh,
working in the county.
you work in the government. Okay. Jane, this is what I'm going to say. Have you thought about mentoring programs or teaching?
No.
I know more if I got your soul chart. You know, if you want to call me, text me, or connect with me and do soul chart, we can talk about that. But one of the things I've seen is you probably would be very healing. I want to say healing mentor or teacher or even longer. You want to do that. So and you're a smart cookie. You're a smart cookie. Jane, Jane, did you take time to heal the wound from your little girl? 8 years old is when I'm picking up. You know what I'm talking about?
8 years old. I can't remember. Well, I can't heal all the years.
Okay. Well, there's some stuff that really went down and heal, and do some forgiveness, do some release, do some healing. I think the tantra, even the tantra will help with that. I think, and because right now, a lot of that stuff is blocking you from career. You're working right now, Jane.
Yeah, I'm working right now.
Okay, good. Well, there's other levels you can, but I think it would be a good idea to heal yourself from your little girl. That's the place, and once you do that, then you'll be able to soar and go to higher places. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And you also have Pisces chart, which means April. I don't know what's going on with you, but whatever's going on in April, you might want to plan activity, paranormal activity, or something for Pisces energy in April. Okay.
Okay.
And it may seem Uranus is going to go to Mars. Your Saturn is in Mars. That's going to be a shift for you. So you're going to want to You're also going to want to have plants in your living room, bedroom, and bathroom. You're also going to, even if they're small crystals in the corners of your living room and bedroom, and then whatever, anything that's going on, issues going on between you and your father, you want to heal those, write him a letter, and forgive you, forgive him, I'm alone, right? No, you don't have to tell anybody that letter, and just tell them all the things you ever wanted, and then you can always, not only talk, you can pass it on to the guys as well. I want to thank you for stopping by, Jane. Our time's up, and good luck and God bless with whatever you're going to do. And again, let us know what you're doing. All of you, thank you for stopping by. Again, be safe, be loved, Char. And
Session will be recorded. Thank you for using Talk Radio.
like I said, I'm on my own problem. You guys are checking more shit and stuff. Oh, fucker. Fuck you.